psychopath will make you stop going to the gym to work out for a few reasons. First of all, psychopath wants to isolate you from your friends, from your support circle, from everyone around you, including your family members, your loved ones, your closest friends, acquaintances. Psychopath doesn't want you to talk to anyone but him alone. He wants all your time. He becomes so clingy that he just everywhere, following you around, not letting you to be with your friends, to spend time even by yourself. So psychopath, when he met you, he complimented you on having a great body, having muscles, having very high fitness level. And then slowly he starts to devalue all your work at the gym. He starts to be silent, passively, aggressively silent with you, not giving more compliments, not saying anything good about your body, not saying anything good about you as a person. So, first of all, he wants to separate you and your support circle. And at the gym, of course, you have support circle. It's your coach, it's your personal trainer, it's people who go with you to the same gym, and you support each other. Second of all, psychopath, he wants you to start hating yourself, because if you're not going to the gym, you become fat and ugly. You start to develop belly fat. You're not looking your best anymore, and no one is going to like you anymore, especially you not going to like yourself anymore. And that is the goal of psychopath. He wants you to hate yourself so much, almost that you would be ready to commit suicide. And it happened to me. I almost jumped out from the 5th floor of my home because I hated myself so much and my miserable life with psychopath. Psychopath doesn't want you to see any progress, because going to the gym consistently is important, not going once a year or once every blue moon. No, consistency is a key. So psychopath wants to break your consistent training. And that's why psychopath will do everything. He will close the door. He will stop you when you're already totally dressed and you ready to go for your training. He's gonna stop you at the door. He's not gonna let you out. He's gonna close the door, lock, and remove all the keys from you, so to prevent you from going to your training. So what's important is not to let that happen. I know it's easily said than done. And again, this happened to me. Psychopath, he locked the door, he took away my keys, and he said, no, you staying here, you staying with me at home, you're not going anywhere. And that was my mistake, that I listened to the psychopath. I listened to what he said to me, because at that time he took up all of my personal space and all of my personal time. I had no personal time for myself, for my self-development. Everything was about psychopath, about his needs. Also, another reason psychopath would prevent you from going to the gym, because he doesn't want to have you any expenses. He wants to take from you all your money, even small gym fees, small fees that you pay every time for your personal training. He doesn't want you to have these expenses. He wants every single penny to be spent on him and him only. So by not letting you to go to the gym, psychopath prevents not only your growth, your fitness growth, your personal growth, but he also make you feel miserable, ugly, and disgusting. Just think about how many days you've already lost by listening to psychopath lies. Think about how much you spend listening to BS that psychopath has been telling you. And just decide for yourself, do you want to live in misery for the rest of your life? Because I know many women, they live in misery for 40 years, 50 years. I watching stories of these women 24/7 because this subject really matters to me. Psychopathic abuse is no joke for me. It's #1 topic that I'm researching every single day and night. And I listen to all this story around. And women, they live in miserable marriages for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Just think about it. It's the whole life. The most valuable time they spend on who? Not on themselves, on psychopath. And what they receive in return? Nothing but lies, nothing but cheating, manipulation, and eventually they lose not only all their resources, they lose their beauty to the psychopath, they lose their shape, great shape, they lose not only their attractiveness, but also ability to communicate with other people. Because being isolated from people makes you feel afraid of even talking with other person besides psychopath. So think about it. If psychopath is preventing you from going to the gym, it's time for you to reevaluate your life. If in the past psychopath stop you from going to the gym, today is the day that you have to start a new life. Just do a small step. Go to the gym today. Sign up. I know you don't want to. I didn't want to. I was miserable sitting at home, afraid of going outside to the world. I was crying day and night. But there is some point where you have to realize it's either going to continue like this if you do nothing, or if you do a small step today, your life tremendously going to change in a year. In a year, you're not going to recognize yourself. You're going to become totally different person. So think about it. Think about that you can do simple, small step today. Just sign up for the gym and go for your first 15-minute workout. You don't need a whole hour workout. No. First step is just 15 minutes small workout. Do one exercise and stretching. That's it for 15 minutes. And record your progress. Start posting online your progress, because you're going to see yourself. You're going to see yourself through the different eyes. Record every single step and you will be amazed how much small steps will be equal to a huge progress in just 1 year. And year by year, you're going to progress more and more. So this is my advice. And I know psychopathic abuse make you feel so depressed. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to do small steps. But without small steps, nothing is going to change in your life. Everything will remain the same unless you take responsibility for your future, for your life, and your life can be great. And my example is for you to think about how you can also change your life. Because my example, I'm ashamed too. I'm not in a shape. Look, my stomach, look. I have huge stomach, look. Because I was not going to the gym for so long due to psychopath. Look, my stomach, it's ugly. I hate it. But why do I post it everything online? First of all, because I going to see my progress. So if I look back to this video in a year, I will be able to compare how big my stomach was before and how it becomes. And second of all, I post online every single detail because I want other people in similar situation who's going through psychopathic abuse or recovering from psychopathic abuse, from toxic relationships. I want those people to see my progress and see that everything is possible. Everything is possible with better attitude, positivity, always talking to yourself in a positive way. If negative thoughts come, and they do come a lot, they bombarding me every single day, you just have to cut it off, and just say in a loud voice, stop, negativity, stop. I want everything to be positive. I want God's help, because higher power, God, whatever you call it, will help you along the way. Just once you do small step, higher power, God, will push you towards your goals, towards achieving your goals. Start doing something today. Don't wait.